Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Boss Standoff. We got a lot of exciting matches this week, and we've also got new Umas joining the lineup. We'll have Eishin Flash and Mejiro McQueen at the end to see who will be the boss for those two Umas. First off, we're going to be starting with Fuji Kiseki. And our first challengers are going to be Hakuro and Mirumoto. Just a quick overview of the track. It is the Yasuda Kinen. Hold on a second. I set up the wrong track. Let me fix that real quick. It's a good thing I caught that. Alright, we're back. Yes, so for Fuji Kiseki, we'll be running on the Yasuda Kinen. It's going to be Tokyo Turf 1600 meters, going left on a firm spring sunny day. Beautiful day for a race. Starting off, let's take a look at Hakuro's Fuji Kiseki here. He's got max speed, high power, and decent wit, and also mile S. Looking pretty good. For acceleration skills, he's got budding blossom and head on as well as straight descent. I don't know if this will activate, but I'm gonna trust that it does. For speed skills, it's looking pretty good. Lots of strong skills here. Wow, double circles for mile straights, corners, and pace straights and corners. Moving over to Mirumoto, he's got max speed, high power, and higher wit. No mile S though. He's going to be running his Fuji as a front runner. Got all the standard front runner skills that you would expect here, taking the lead, groundwork with 1, 2, 3 triggers. No dodging danger, prudent positioning combo here. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, the World Cup. I live in Dallas, Fort Worth, so there are quite a few teams here for the World Cup. Kind of a random place for them to be, honestly. Well, DFW is pretty big. But they're all staying in different places around the Metroplex, and the places that they're staying are really random. Ooh, late start from Mihono.
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
先頭は9番富士奇跡単身で飛ばしていきます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは5番2馬身離れて2番富士奇跡。
And now we're seeing a spot struggle come out.
さらに1番その後ろに6番それを見るように
Hakuro's not too far behind, sitting nicely in third.
7番9番富士奇跡先頭を進みますが
Though it looks like Hakuro might push up past that other front runner. If he does manage to push forward, then Budding Blossom will be deactivated.
Shouldn't that be a full 18?
Sorry?
It should be a full.
前に抜け出す人は容易じゃなさそうです。
Sorry, you keep cutting out partway through.
Check the chat.
Not a full lobby. What the? Hold on a sec. Let me skip forward here. Oh, my bad. Sorry guys. It's been a while since I run one of these, and I was doing a lot of room matches, so my muscle memory just kicked in and set it to 9. Yeah, I'm totally in CM mode right now. Thank you for pointing that out. There we go. A nice full 18. Alright, yeah. It's funny, earlier when I was looking at the numbers here, I thought, there really aren't as many pace chasers as I thought there would be. So, thanks. Alright. Now the first race again, for real this time. Alright, these numbers look much more within expectations. Alright, straight descent already coming out. That's one less acceleration. Hakuro is starting to push up slightly outside on the corner here. Actually, furthest Uma on the outside. Budding Blossom does trigger. Accelerations. Both accelerations hit for Miyamoto. Will Hakuro be able to take the lead here? Or will Miyamoto hold? It looks like he's gonna hold. And he does. Nice. So Miyamoto advances. And then he will face off against Hydro, our current boss. As a side note, man, I wish I had Fuji Kiseki.
素晴らしい走りを期待したいですね。
Alrighty, now we've got the boss match for Fuji Kiseki. Our current boss here is Hydro with max speed, high power, and decently high wit. Also has Mile S. They are built as a pace chaser, but they do have Victoria por Plancha, Budding Blossom as well, and Head On for acceleration skills. Notably, they do have Lone Wolf and Firm Course Menace, so they're pretty fast. Their top speed is pretty high. Looking at Miromoto again. Nice to see her being run as a front runner. Sorry if you guys say anything in the chat. I will not be able to really monitor that since I'm handling OBS on my second screen. Yes, both Umas took a late start. I was checking the chat for just a sec. Saw Rory said he didn't get it. Sorry about that. Pretty similar positioning here as the last race. Looks like Hydro's actually falling slightly behind. I didn't notice how many front runners were in this lobby, so maybe there's more and he got paced down. Going around in the final corner, of course Miromoto is going to hit Angling Scheming. Victoria for Plancha also hits. Budding Blossom and Head On both hit for Hydro. We might see a new boss here. Ooh, but I think he also has Triumphant Pulse? Maybe? Will we be able to... Oh, double front runner straightaways and double mile straightaways. That's definitely gonna secure the victory. Alright, wow. Hydro getting taken down. Nice. Miromoto advances to become the new boss for Fuji Kiseki. How many bosses does Hydro have right now? He's got 3? I guess only 2 now. Congratulations. Let's see. Up next, we're going to be running the goal ship races. Going to be running on the Arima Kinen. Alrighty, so now we've got the goal ship races. It's going to be on the Arima Kinen, so it's going to be Nakayama Turf, 2,500 meters, right, firm, winter, sunny. Our first races here are going to be Hakuro versus Avon. Let's see what we've got for Hakuro. So, max speed, max power, kind of low wit. It's kind of nuts that 745 is like low wit, right? But let's see what we got here. Pump some iron, moving past, pretty good. Right-handed, firm force menace. No stopping me. Radiant star, wow. And straightaway spurt. 5 different acceleration skills that could potentially hit all at the same time. That'd be pretty good. Let's see what Avon's working with here. So max speed, long S, high power, and higher wit. Less power than Hakuro though. For accelerations, we've got iron, nimble nav, straightaway spurt. Oh, okay, so we got 3, but they've also got daring strike. So they might be able to be better positioned. Maybe. Place your bets now. This stream sponsored by Kalshi. I'm kidding.
晴れ渡る空。さあ、ゲートが開いた。各馬娘、綺麗なスタートを切りました。
みんな集中してま
Alright,
した
good
ね。
start from
好
both.
レースが期待できそうです。
期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気16番ゴールドシップ、3番会長に飛ばしていきます。
No, zero
第四
LVP
コーナーカーブ。先頭集団を見ていきましょう。さあ、花に立ったのは3番。このままリードすることができるか。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは2番、3番手に1番、1馬審査、15番、5馬審査、10番、1個目のホームスター
Nothing too exciting happening so far.
外から8番、5馬身離れて6番、後から7番、その後ろから4番、外から行く16番、ゴールドシップ、その後5番、ゴールドシップ、少し離れて11番、12番、追走、14番、並びかけてきた13番。
Avon is ahead right now, currently at 9th, while Hakuro is in 12th. Ooh, he's making his way up. Since the lobby has more than 9 Umas in it, I don't know what all of the positional requirements are. So may or may not activate certain important skills here. 1 anchor is away activating, and I think that must have been for Hakuro since if it had activated for Avon, then both would have activated. Ooh. Avon pushing up to 5th. Straightaway spurt coming out for both. Will any more accelerations hit? There's no stopping me. Alright, it's just 2 straightaway spurts, that's it. They're pretty close coming around the corner. Oh, no stopping me finally triggers. I've lost track of which gold ship is which. They are side by side. Oh, they're dueling for the end. I think this might be Hakuro's taking the lead here. We'll find out. Who was it? Who got it? Oh, yes. By 1 length, Hakuro wins. Wow. That's pretty nice. Man, that was a very close one. So it was good to see close matches like this. Coming up next, we're gonna have Hakuro racing once again, but this time against FizzWiz. And then the winner of that race will go on to face off against our boss Hydro. Actually, let me double check. Sorry. I have some slightly wrong information on the overlay. It says Neon is the boss, but it's actually Hydro. Let me update that. I wish side games would let you sort the saved Umas by their name. I just don't understand why that's not one of the sorting options. It's so hard to look for Umas. Alrighty. Wow, Fizzwiz in the first gate. Hakuro in the last gate. What an odd coincidence here. Let's take a look at what Fizzwiz is working with. Max speed, high power, and decent wit. 1, 2, 3. 3 different acceleration skills and best in Japan. Wow. I have a sweet spot for this skill. Risky business. That's what I like to see. I really like this skill, and I think there's like a late surge skill that like trades stamina for velocity. Love these risky kind of plays. Look at them lining up into their gates. Ooh, late start for Fizzwiz.
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。先行争いは9番、10番、6番、1番、ゴールドシップ。現在最高峰。
I think they also had Daring Strike, so really might not even matter. I mean, Bullship is an end closer. And as you see now, Fizzwiz is currently in the lead, only by 1 position though. Risky business costs 500 stamina? Is that for real? That's crazy. Whoa, you can. They have more sorting options on Globe or Japan? Oh, skill points, wow. Go home specialist triggering. I didn't see which gold ship that hit for. We're about to see both anchors away hitting here. Alright, Hakuro in a great position right now, pushing up. Umastan triggering for Fizzwiz, helping them move up as well. Not sure if Daring Strike already triggered. Ooh, Radiant Star. I don't think that's gonna have any acceleration carryover, but maybe the speed will carry over. Straightaway support activated for Hakuro. Path to Beyond, Punch No Iron activating for Fizzwiz. Will it be enough to catch up? Let's see. Curvature activating for Fizzwiz. They're creeping up. Best of Japan, where are you? Is this gonna be another neck and neck one? Oh no, Fizzwiz is trailing by just a bit. They're gonna need, I think, maybe 3 more skill activations. Oh, it's not enough. Hakuro takes the win. I'm pretty sure the top speeds were just too different here. Let's double check that. Let's see. 60, 40. So 1300 speed versus, yeah, 1200 speed. Just the top speed difference was too much. You could see before home stretch haste activated that Hakuro was pulling ahead just a tiny bit. Alright. Hakuro advances to the finals where they will face off against Hydro. Yeah. I saw the pace S on your gold ship and I thought, huh, what's up with that? Mile S too. Let's see what we got here for Hydra. Our current boss, max speed, long S, and pretty high wit, but just pretty decent power. We've seen plenty of times before that having more wit than power usually is better for the boss standoff. They have Lone Wolf as well, pretty interesting. Daring Strike, Stand Tail held high, Straightaway Spurt, Nimble Nav. Alright, so they've got 3 acceleration skills, Straightaway Spurt being the most reliable one here. Masterful Gambit, interesting. What do you guys think of this skill here? Personally, I'm not too much of a fan of this. At least not for Gold Ship, since she pushes up in the mid-race. But maybe for the end closers that tend to stay in the back the whole time is probably better. I bet the gold version of this would be really good on King Halo. Yeah, for the finals one, I'll let this part play out. I have a drink, but I haven't taken a sip of it at all since I started.
火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。さあ、ゲートが開いた。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。期待通りの結果を出せるか。一番人気。
Good start from both. Umamusume activating for both as well.
第4コーナーカーブ。さあ、花に立ったのは12番。このままリードすることができるか。差がなく3番、12番、3番。2人とも花は譲りません。ハイペースで流れる展開もありえますね。先頭から後方まで縦長の展開だ。仕掛けどころの難しいレースになりそうですね。1周目のスタンド前にかかっていく。
Are we gonna see Hydro get defeated here? Maybe they might lose all of their bosses this week. Who knows? Not to jinx them or anything. ゴールドシップ1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かう順位を振り返っていきます。先頭は変わらず12番。続いて Pretty solid positioning from both gold ships here as they come to the mid race. But Hydro is a little bit too far up for Anchor's way to activate. I think 8th place actually is too high for that. So Hakuro's is not going to activate either. They are so close to each other as they approach the late race though. It's really going to come down to who activates more acceleration skills. Ooh, straightaway start coming out for both. Intense gaze activating, wow. Radiant Star hits, I think that was for Hydro. Hydro trailing behind a little bit right now, but not by too much. Let's see if we can make up the difference here. Radiant Star, it's going to be a very much appreciated speed boost. Ooh, looks like Hydro is going to be holding. And indeed, it was Hydro. I don't want to call it prematurely, just in case I mix them up. Wow. Alright, Hydro maintains his boss position on Gold Ship. Nice try, Hakuro. You know, it's close. You did pretty good. Alright, coming up next, we've got Grass Wonder. is going to be on. Yeah. Alrighty, now we've got the first race for Grass Wonder. And just like the finals that we just witnessed, it is going to be Hakuro versus Hydro. So for Grass Wonder, we are on the Asahi High. It's going to be Nakayama Turf, 1600 meter mile. Right firm, winter, and cloudy. Let's take a look here at Hakuro first. Max speed, high power, medium width, no mile less. Louder trace and cheer. Wait a second. What am I looking at here? How does this skill even work for boss standoff? Wouldn't you be too far forward by the time like in the first half of the race? Aside from that acceleration skill, we've got no stopping me, updrafters, and fighter. Although I don't know if anyone here knows, but fighter, at least for me, this skill may as well not even exist. I don't know when this skill has ever been useful. On the other side, we've got Hydro. We've got max speed, high power, high weight, and mile S. For acceleration skills, we've got moving past and beyond, no stopping me. And that's it. Where's on your left? Is no one using on your left for this? I know we were talking in the CMTT chat about how on your left is not a good skill, but you know, I still like to see it. Am I gonna take it myself? Maybe. Maybe not. Good starts in both Umas here. Pretty good positioning as the pack settles into place. Pretty wide track. The top camera is bugging a little. It constantly shifts back and forth, making minor adjustments. We got Hakuro in the lead currently at 8th with Hydro in 10th. Ooh, position Pilfer tail held high, triggering for Hydro, pushing up to 9th here. Looks like he's only about one length behind currently. Both Grass Wonders pushing forward as the late race is about to approach. Hakuro currently in 6th and Hydro in 9th. Moving past and beyond triggers Outer Swell as well as Shadow Break. I'm not exactly sure which units had which. But Hydro currently in 3rd with Hakuro in 4th right behind him. Unique activates for Hakuro. Both Grass Wonders currently dueling. Ooh, it's so close. Who's gonna take it? I'm not sure which one of them was in the lead. I think it may have been Hydro. We'll find out in just a sec. Ooh, yes, and Hydro wins by 3/4 length lead. Wow, pretty close, pretty close. Let's see, Hydro advances, and they will face off against Dragon. Let me see. Oops, let's switch this over. Let's take a look at the chat to see what comments are here. Grass boss. Yeah, on your left of the scan. I think once they update it so that it activates in the first half, along with like head-on, it'll be much better. First half of the late race. Oh, it's not good anymore when it gets buffed? Huh. We shall see. I'm not even sure when those buffs will arrive for the global server, and I haven't played on the Japanese server, so it's all news to me. My research into the future of the game has not gone too far as of late. Mostly just looking at what banners I'm going to be pulling, so I can save the carrots for it. Moving over now to our next Grass Wonder race. We've got Dragon versus Hydro. Dragon's Grass Wonder is going to be a front runner. They've got high speed, decent power, decent wit, and they have front S. They've got a lot of the skills you would expect to see for a front runner. Angling and scheming, groundwork here with front runner savvy taking the lead, dodging danger and center stage as potential triggers, and then a lot of medium or mid-range skills. I don't really know how good of a skill final push is, but I feel like it's not too good. We'll see if it pays off for Dragon though. For some reason I think there's like a condition where you need to be an overtake target, or you have to not be in first. Ooh, a late start for Dragon here. Groundwork is going to trigger though. Hydro currently in 9th, with Dragon in 1st. Spot struggle activating. And Dragon gets overtaken and then overtakes. Hydro gets rushed. Alright, Dragon falling back to 2nd and then moving up to 1st again. This other front runner really wants to be in 1st. Hydro pushing up into 6th and now 5th as they approach the late race. Angling and Scheming activates for Dragon. Outer Swell activates for Hydro. Hydro moving up to 3rd. Professor Kircher activating for both. Final Push hits. Ooh, Dragon has quite the lead in front of Hydro right now. Will they be able to hold their first place position, or will Hydro take it at the last second? Ooh, pretty close, but Dragon maintains the lead. I think that may have been 3/4 lengths again. Let's see, maybe half? 3/4 lengths again. Yeah, Dragon takes it. Is Front Runner Grass Wonder OP? We'll find out. Oh, so you do have to be first for it to activate. It is just random. And in the final corner. Wow. It's got a lot going against it for this track then. Alrighty. For the finals here, we've got Dragon with a front-running Grass Wonder versus our current boss, Avon. Avon's at max speed, max power, and high wit, as well as double left-handed and firm course menace. Wow. Pretty fast Uma here. What is that? 120 extra points of speed, 60 extra points of power? That's crazy. I was looking at this a while back for one of the other CMs, but if you have Firm Course Menace, double of the direction, and then double of the season green, you're like 25% faster than just like the baseline max speed. Oh, and like distance S. Like 25% faster. That's just crazy. That's so fast. Anyway. Our boss Avon here has Let's Pump Some Iron and Budding Blossom, as well as Updrafters, Radiant Star, and Fighter for acceleration skills. Although I should really not count this since it's a mid-race acceleration skill. Oh wait, they've got On Your Left! I was just talking about how no one's taking this. They're really going all in on acceleration skills here. Well, they do have quite a lot of speed skills too. Will they be able to hold their boss position, or will Dragon's front-running Grass Wonder usurp them?
3番人気はこの子です。3番、さあ2番人気はこの子、トリプルティアラの馬娘。14番、グラスワンダー、真っ向勝負に注目だ。火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。スタートです。
Ooh, a late start from Dragon. That's not from last time though. And Avon's getting rushed right out the gate. Dragon currently spot struggling. Let's see if they maintain first. It looks like they will. Wow, the pack is much wider spread out than the previous race. Looks like there's only 2 pace chasers here. A pretty decent gap between the front pack and the late pack. Dragon currently in first place with Avon in 11th. They're already halfway through the race. They are going to approach the late race any second now. Alright, final push and angling and scheming both hitting for Dragon. Let's pump some iron hitting for Avon. Where's on your left? Up crafters. Radiant Star on your left. Alright, they're all hitting. Budding Blossom. Oh, but I think there just might be too big of a lead between the two for Avon to overcome this. Let's see. There is quite a big gap here. And Dragon does it. Dragon's front running Grass Wonder takes us. The upset of upsets here. The front running Grass Wonder. Alright, Dragon moves on to become the new boss for Grass Wonder. Are we gonna see anyone else build a front running grass? Maybe we'll see End Closer or Pace. Who knows? It could be anything at this point. Coming up next, we are going to be running the Haru Urara races. Alrighty, for the hard races, we got the JBC Sprint. It's gonna be the Oi Dirt 1200 meter, right firm, fall, and sunny. Our first racers here are gonna be Batia and Neon. Let's take a look at Batia first. Max speed, max power, decent wit, and mile S. Looking pretty fast. She is built as a late surger. And let's see how many, wow, let's see how many acceleration skills she's got here. Victoria por Plancha, Nimble Nav, Turbo, Sprint, Plan X, and Forward March. Does this give you any acceleration, or is it only like lane movement? I think it might only be lane movement. Otherwise looking like a pretty good suite of skills. Let's see what Neon's working with here. Max speed, max power, and pretty similar wit. Yeah, slightly higher wit than what Batia's got, but no mile S. Actually, let me double check if Batia had mile S. Batia did. Although this is a sprint, so we all know acceleration is king here. Anchors away. What am I seeing here? For acceleration skills, looks like Neon is going to be relying entirely on your left. Oh wait, no. They've got sprinting gear and countermeasure here, which are the white versions of Turbo Sprint and Plan X. Interesting skills. We will see how this plays out. Since it's a sprint, you can never really tell, you know. At least I can never tell. Late start for Batsuya. Zuma stand activating and sprinting gear already activating for one of the Umas. That's gonna be Neon's, I believe. Top pick as well. So pack settles into place. Neon is currently in 6th and Batsuya is in 11th. But position keep is already over, so they're going to be moving forward as fast as they can. As fast as RNG will allow them. Super duper climax hitting for one of the Umas. Countermeasure activating for Neon. The late race begins now. Both of the Harus are dueling. They look like, one of them looks like they're blocked. Oh man, that was unfortunate. Wow, I think that was Batsuya's. It's hard to keep track of them. Alright, yeah, Batsuya's Haru wins by 1 1/4 length lead. I wonder how that would have played out if Neon didn't get blocked. Maybe they would have won, maybe they still would have lost. Coming up next, we got Avon versus Batsuya. Alrighty, Avon versus Batsuya. Let's see what we got here on Avon's side. Max speed, high power, max wit. For acceleration skills, they've got plus pump some iron, louder trace and cheer. On your left, sprinting gear and fighter. Fighter might actually work pretty well in for this specific track since it's so sprint. If this activates kind of late, it might carry over into the late race. Heh. I gotta say, it's a little lonely without a co-host. Ooh, late start from Avon. And fighter already activating. Isn't that supposed to activate in the mid race? They hadn't even hit that mark yet. Wow. Alright, turbo sprint already activating for Batsuya? Or maybe? Yes. Even currently in 11th, moving down to 12th as Batsuya moves up to 10th. Batsuya currently on the inside of the pack, while Avon is currently slightly further out. Batsuya's moving up and shifting back and back up again. Let's see what skills are going to activate here. Both Umas, both Harus are dueling. Batsuya currently in 6th with Avon in 8th right before the numbers disappeared. Looks like this is going to be Batsuya's win again. Oh wow. This race was almost taken by an NPC. Yeah, Baccia takes it by 3/4 length lead. You guys gotta watch out for Great Choo Choo here. She almost had it. That actually would have been pretty insane if Great Choo Choo won. Wait, really? There was an NPC that won last week? Alright, we've got here Baccia versus Bloom for the finals match. A lot of Umas ending up in the first paddock this week. I feel like this is more than I've seen in the entirety of this event so far. Is Great Choo Choo here? She's not. So Bloom is our current boss. They've got max speed, high power, max wit. And for acceleration skills, they've got on your left, turbo sprint, and glittering star. Wow, they've got less skills than the other Harus that we've seen so far, but they just need to activate these at the right time and they'll win. Looking back at Baccia real quick. Same could be said for him. He's got a lot more acceleration skills to rely on. Are we gonna see our Baccia boss? Will Bloom hold their position? Wait, Bloom is a club leader? I didn't know that. I don't know who's leading any of the clubs.
3番人気には2番人気は2大マイル戦覇者11番ハルウララ実力は1番人気にも引けを取りません。私が一番期待している馬娘気合い入れてほしいですね。各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。スタートです。
Good starts from both Harus. See, Baccia is currently in 9th, and Bloom quickly shot up from 15th to 10th. They're basically neck and neck right now. Bloom pushes forward just a bit. Wow, there's just like basically a straight line of Umas going out from the rails right there. We are just meters away from the late race. It's only been like 10 seconds. Bloom currently in 9th, Baccia in 13th. Let's see, Baccia's on the outside, I believe. Let's see what happens here. Whoa, Glittering Star activates. Bloom moving up to first. Baccia is blocked. Oh no, how tragic. And Bloom takes this one. Ouch. Yeah, Baccia ends the race in 6th. I wonder which one of these Umas was blocking you. Congrats to Bloom for holding their boss position. Tamateo. Nice. It happens only with Urara. Yeah, super duper blocked for sure. Definitely. Turfy. Next up, we've got Maruzensky. Is going to be the Asahi High. So Hanshin Turf, 1600 meters, right? Firm, winter, and sunny. First up, we have Dragon versus Spark, which is Hakuro. Looking at Dragon's Maruzensky here. Max speed, high power, high wit, and front S. Oh, sorry. My brain just like short-circuited thinking about that front Grass Wonder from earlier. And of course, she has angling and scheming. What else does she have here? Groundwork with right-handed, focus, taking the lead, center stage. Is there no dodging danger here? Looks like there is not. Interesting. We got mile and style, straights and corners. Restart as well, pretty nice. Pretty solid suite of skills. Moving over to Hakuro, they've got max speed and power and mile S, but their wit is a bit lower. They have groundwork and they do have ignited spirit wit, but do they have... I do not see it. Interesting skills here too. Nimble Nav, which may work. Interesting. Wow, this is a fast Uma. This is what I was talking about earlier with the 25% faster. She's got like a much higher top speed. That's crazy, right? Because it's like 120, this adds 10%, right? So 130-20, or what am I saying? 13-20, and then 60-60-60, that's another 180. Man, that's crazy. This Maru is really a supercar, huh?
晴れ渡る空の下行われる阪神レース場。スタートです。各馬娘
Late start from Dragon. Both Maru is currently fighting for first. They are side by side. They are really side by side, but they're settling the position now. Oh wait, no, they're spot struggling right away. Hakuro currently in the lead. Dragon trailing behind by maybe only half a length. Ooh, and Dragon gets rushed right at the same moment that Professor Kurochi triggers. Wow. It's always so fun watching frontrunners. I like watching them compete for the first place position. Alright, red shift activating for one of them. For both of them actually. Dragon's currently in first. But Dragon is on the outside and Hakuro is just directly to the right. Ooh, angling Cross. Hakuro is currently in the lead. Wow, pretty close so far. Oh, it looks like this might be Hakuro's race here. That angling and scheming really may have cinched the victory for them. Yep. Wow, that was a pretty exciting race to watch. Lots of back and forth between the two here. Hakuro advances. They will be facing off against the winner of Avon versus Neon. Dragon saying a joke, not beating Maya anyways. Alrighty, we got Avon versus Neon for the second Maru race. Look at Avon's Maru first. They've got max speed, high power, high wit, no mile S. Let's see if there's any skills to call out here. Let's see, they've got groundwork, taking the lead, right-handed, focus, prudent positioning, plus the ignited spirit wit combo. For anyone who is more knowledgeable on frontrunners, does this combo work, or does it have to be specifically paired with dodging danger? I'm not sure how those three skills work together. Like if you only want a specific combination of two of them. Ooh, Speed Eater. I always like seeing this skill. On Neon's side, we got max speed, high power, and slightly less wit. They've got no angling and scheming here, but they do have Victoria Porplancha and Budding Blossom, as well as Nimble Navigator. And hold on, wait, hold on. They're a Pace Chaser, that's why. Neon, you're always building interesting Umos that are in unexpected positions. Alright, this will be fun to watch. Wow. Step on the gas. What is a white version of skill when passing another runner mid-race? Alright. We'll see how this goes. I'm hoping to see some exciting stuff from this Pace Chaser Maru. Good start from both Umas.
先頭は11番マルゼンスキー単身で飛ばして行きます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは
Wow, the pack is really spread out right here.
18番内から15番1馬審査6番少し後ろから13番内から10番少し後ろから16番その内並んで17番マルゼンスキーさらに内
Oh no, Neon's Maru is at the back of the pace pack.
少し離れて3番それを見るように
Ooh,
2番
step on the gas. Let's go.
内から行く1番最高峰だ
I really want to see them push up further because I don't think Redshift is going to activate if they're too far back. Nope. You see Redshift activate for Avon here. Neon's currently in 8th and on the outside. So it's not looking good for them. Oh, Budding Blossom activates for them. And Redshift hits. Oh, they're pushing up to 3rd. Head On also activates. Victoria Proplancha also activates. Will they be able to close the gap, or will Avon maintain the lead? Radiant Star also activates. It looks like... Oh, this is so... Oh, okay, it's not. It's not as close as I thought it was. I really thought that was a lot closer. And with that, Avon takes it by 1.5 lengths. I really thought Neon might take it by like a nose. Neon, no. Avon with the few. Sorry, Avon. I was really rooting for Neon there at the end. But honestly, I kind of expected you to win that one. Alrighty, the semi-final match. Wow, Haru and Avon both side by side in the paddocks. In paddock 14 and 15. Just a quick look through of the skills and stats again. I'm not really gonna review them. Kind of realize it takes way too much time when I do that every race. Let's see. Should be pretty close. Good starts from both. They are well ahead of the rest of the pack. Avon currently first spot, struggling, happening nearly immediately. Saikakuro is pulling further ahead, but Avon is pushing up. Ooh, Avon's down first. there we go, as expected. Oh wait, Even is in first now. Alright, they were so close next to each other, it's hard to keep track of which one was which. Hakuro moving forward, will they be able to overtake? No, not quite. Red ship about to activate for both Marus here. It activates pretty early on this track. They're going to start activating as well. Hakuro not too far behind, but they are pretty far out. Angling and scheming activates for even here. That might be all they need. Yep, looks like the lead is building. Wait, what's happening here? Are they? No. The angle of the camera always tricks me. It always makes it look like whoever's on the outside is way closer than I think they are. And with that, Avon takes it with a 2.5 length lead. Angling and scheming was all she needed. Ooh. Next up, we'll have our finals race. Avon versus Maya. Has Maya been the boss for every frontrunner that we've had? Not for Grass Wonder this time, my Grass. Alright, now we've got our finals race here. It's really a David versus Goliath kind of situation. See, Maya has finally broken the UG curse. Not just with any UG, but UG3. I'm honestly I'm speechless looking at this Uva. What's going on here, right? Max speed, high power, max guts, high wit, medium S. Although this is a mile track. Man, they've got so many strong skills here. Like, why does Maya even have full of vigor? Is this ever gonna activate? That's just so funny. We'll see. Will Maya maintain their boss position here, or will we see an upset from Avon? UG3 versus S+. Number 3 favorite, Zipangu Applause. We'll see how she does. Maya also has the inside paddock here in Gate 3 versus Avon, who is in Gate 17, so it's already looking tough. Alright, good starts from both Umas here. Avon currently in the lead. Quite a considerable lead too. Groundwork activating kind of late for Maya. Two are about to spot struggle. Let's see if any changes happen to their positioning. Changing gears coming out from Maya. Will that be enough to push him into first? No, because Avon matches with their own changing gears. Ooh, red shift activating for both Umas here. Fast pace activating. I believe that was from Maya. Oh, they're coming up on the corner. Let's see. Avon still holding the lead. Angling, scheming, activating. Professor Fruit, for Pancha. I don't remember who had that. Maru is behind. Will she be able to overtake? Looks like she's attempting to. And Avon's holding the lead. Let's go! Oh, wow. The Yuji curse returns. Congratulations to Avon. Winning by a 1-length lead. Ultra garbage, no! Yuji really is not where it's at. Speaking of UGs, for the previous CM, my gold ship ended up beating my Taishin for the finals. Not surprisingly, Taishin has never won a single CM for me, no matter how well I built her. And she was carrying my team for this CM too. She had like a nearly 60% win rate or something. It was crazy. She had like a 70% win rate on day 1. I think gold ships was like 5. But yeah, congrats to Avon for becoming the new boss. Coming up next, we're gonna have our finals for Mihono Bourbon. It's gonna be Maya, the current boss, versus Dragon. Give me just a moment to set up this race. Maru is winnable now. Soon we'll all be building ultra garbage in Grand Live. Alrighty, we got our finals already for the Mihono Bourbon races. We are on the Satsuki show. Gonna be Nakayama Turf, 2,000 meters, right, soft, spring, and rainy. Let's take a look at our challenger first. Dragon here with 1200 speed, max speed, high power, and slightly below on wit. Front S again. Dragon, you have front S on every single one of your Umas. Which one of your Umas is giving you these front sparks? Or what is he? How are you getting these? Maybe it's this Bourbon. I knew it. It had to be her. Alright, let's see what skills you got here. Lone Wolf. Always nice to see a Lone Wolf. I like that skill. We got Victoria for Plancha and Inkling and Scheming. Groundwork with 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 triggers. 5, 6, I guess. If you count these. Oh. Sorry, I had some kind of thought that just was starting to form, but then I lost it. Let's see what Maya's got here. We've got max speed, power, wit, and medium S. Jeez. That's looking pretty strong. And we've got Angling Scheming. And wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guaranteed triggers through groundwork here. Killer tunes. I like to see that. Is that in her kit? I guess it is not. Yep, there we go. That's where it's coming from. Wow. Oh, we see Dragon perform an upset here. Let's see. And I really like the design of the Valentine Mihono Bourbon. I like how those like gems on her outfit kind of glow.
ここまで無敗三冠馬娘15番ミホノブルボン1番人気です。
火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。スタート。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを
Alright, good starts from both bourbons here.
高レースが期待できそうです。
15番ミホノブルボンと11番
Maya currently in first, but Dragon is side by side.
ミホノブルボン快調に飛ばしていきます。
Let's see where they settle.
15番ミホノブルボン逃げる早くも先頭。
Spot struggling as soon as they enter the mid race. Operation Cacao activating. I believe this is for Maya, since they are slightly ahead. Escape Artist and Leader's Pride are also activating. Wow. Both bourbons pretty close together. Killer tunes. Dragon's bourbon loses the spot struggle. She falls behind, but she starts trying to race her way forward again. Wow, these two bourbons are so far ahead of the rest of the pack. Alright, they're coming up on the late race now. Maya is still in first. Escape Artist activating. I think this may be... Oh no. Angling and Scheming activates, and Maya just takes the lead. I think this might be it. It looks like Dragon is maintaining distance though. She's not falling behind too far. But not making any progress towards closing the gap here. And with that, Maya defends their boss position, winning with a 5-link lead. Wow. Biggest one of the day so far. Maybe we'll see more. Man, I just really like Bourbon's design here. It looks so good. Next up, we've got the Taiki Shuttle races. Another one of our sprint races. Alright, we've got the first of our Taiki races here. It's going to be on the sprinter stakes. Nakayama Turf, 1200 meters, right? Firm, fall, and sunny. First up, we've got Avon and Hakuro. Let's see what we're working here on Avon's side. Interestingly, Avon here is running Taiki as a front runner versus Hakuro's mild Taiki, as they're saying in the chat. So we've got Victoria for plancha, angling and scheming, right-handed, firm, positioning, where's dodging danger, there it is, along with groundwork and front runner savvy. So it looks like they're gonna have a pretty strong start. Let's see if that will carry over into the late race, which will only happen 8 seconds later. And then Hakuro's Taiki Shuttle here ran as a pace chaser. They've got max speed, high power, and high wit. Actually, let me double check the stats here for Avon. May have glossed over those. Wow, max speed, max wit, and high power. Even front S. Going back to Hakuro now, they've got Triumphant Pulse and Budding Blossom. This is very good skill on sprints, since there's not much distance in the late race. Left-handed. Left-handed, what? Is this like your team trial, Sumo? What's going on here? Yeah, what the heck? What's with all these mile skills? You weren't joking about that mile Uma thing. Ooh, late start from Avon, but they take first anyway. Avon currently in first. Are they the only front runner here? Hakuro in 6th. Kind of on the outside of the pack. But it looks like they might be in the front of the pace pack. They're slowly creeping their way forward. As we approach the late race here, let's see. Final push activated for Avon, and shooting for victory activating here for Hakuro. Pretty much every single one of their acceleration skills just hit. Oh wow, Hakuro in second. Will they be able to push in the first, or will Avon maintain the lead? And Avon takes it. If only Hakuro had a couple of sprint skills. Yep, there's Avon with a 3/4 length lead. Hakuro, what do you have to say about your performance here? She did great. That's how it should be. What a supportive trainer. Mile C is bad. FizzWiz, I was looking at the team trial leaderboard yesterday. I saw someone that had a Mihono Bourbon for I think like the medium distance, and they won all of the sprint G1s even though they only had sprint C. I was trying to copy their schedule, and I was like, how did this person do this? First of all, they did 50 races. You basically raced non-stop from the end of the first summer to the start of the second summer. It doesn't make any sense. I have no idea how these people are managing to do so many races. Yeah, I tried copying their 50 race schedule and I lost like 4 of the races. according to the agenda planner, I lost like 80 stat points just from losing like one sprint race or something, or it might have been a mile race. It's just crazy. I wonder if anyone has like a guide on like how to get into the top 100 right now. Everyone's scoring like over 1 million points in that range. Alrighty, up next we've got Fizzwiz versus Dragon. Fizzwiz in the very outside gate here. They've got max speed, decent power, decent wit, and Turf S. For acceleration skills, they've got Budding Blossom, Plan X, Nimble Navigator, and Head On. Light as a feather. Slightly increased velocity when positioned toward the front upon approaching late race. Yeah, that seems kind of nice. Oh, straight away acceleration too. Let's go. I'm gonna say this skill is gonna be the one that wins you the race if you end up winning here. Over on Dragon side, they have high speed, decent power, decent wit, and sprint S. For their acceleration skills, they've got Budding Blossom, Corner Connoisseur, Head On, Shrewd Step. Who knows when this will activate? I kind of like this skill though. Although I don't actually think it's very helpful. Dancing in the Leaves. Whose skill is this? Oh, Gold City Festival. Cool. Good starts from both Umas here. Fizzwiz taking the lead in first and settling back in the fourth as the NPC frontrunners take the front. Dragon currently sitting at 9th, kind of in the middle of the pace pack, while Fizzwiz leads it at 4th. A lot of acceleration skills activating here, or actually it was just 2. But a lot of skills are activating now as they approach the late race. Shooting for Victory activates, I believe I was for Dragon. Head On, Budding Blossom, another Shooting for Victory. Dragon currently in first, Fizzwiz in second. I can't tell who is who. Triumphant Pulse activating Radiant Star. Which one of these Taikis wins? I think that might have been Dragons. I think Dragons was on the inside. I'm pretty sure. It was indeed Dragon, winning by 1.5 lengths. Being on the outside gate is quite disadvantageous, I gotta say. It's pretty minor, but the distance really does add up, especially on those long tracks. Yeah, I remember seeing a video from Mirumoto. I remember seeing a video from Ray a while back about some kind of like paper that was published on Shroot Step, and how for pace chasers on like certain tracks is just as good as having like Umastan, but I don't know. It seems, just anecdotally, it seems unreliable to me. Step 1 to get to top 100, be whale. Yeah, that's for sure. You gotta have... Well, if you want to be in the top like 30, you definitely have to be a whale. I've seen some of the Umas that they're running. The decks are quite stacked. Up next, we've got Avon versus Dragon. I believe this is the semi-final match here. And the winner of this match will go on to face the boss, which is Hydro. Once again, Avon is running his Taiki as a frontrunner, whereas Dragon is running Taiki as a pace chaser. Dragon, I was a little surprised to see that your Taiki wasn't a front runner too, actually. This time around, Dragon is on the outside gate, and Avon is on the inside. Really strange. I feel like there's a lot of outside, inside happening today. Feels like it's way more than normal. We start from Avon, but they are moving up to first anyway. Dragon pretty well positioned in the pace pack. They're currently sitting at third. Seems like the pack overall is a lot closer together here than they were in the last race. Unless they were like this and I just totally forgot. Getting into the late race here. Shooting for victory, activating for Dragon at the perfect time. And a lot of accelerations just hit. You know, pretty much every acceleration skill for both Umas just hit. Ooh, it looks like Dragon might be taking it here. Might be pushing forward just enough. I'm pretty sure Dragon took that one there. Yes, indeed. They win with a 1-length lead. Wow. I like watching sprints, guys. It's so fun. I don't care how much RNG nonsense happens in a sprint race. As long as I see a lot of skills activate, it's like neuron activation for me. Sorry, Avon, I was rooting for your front Taiki. I always like to see Umas that are in slightly unconventional positions. And now we've got our finals. It's gonna be Dragon versus Hydro. Pretty good performances from Dragon today, winning the Grass Wonder boss. With their front Grass Wonder. Now they're in the finals versus Hydro with Taiki. It would have been pretty fun to see two front Taikis racing. Looking at Hydro's Taiki Shuttle here. They've got max speed, max power, high wit. Notable skills, they've got Lights of Vaudeville, Budding Blossom, No Stopping Me, and Neck and Neck. Wow. These are some pretty strong acceleration skills. If even two of these hit, that's quite a lot. Let's see what else. Lone Wolf as well. Pretty nice way of sneaking in extra speed. Sprinting gear too. Wow. Go Taiki. Let's see.
晴れ渡る空の下行われる中山レース場芝1216人の馬娘たちが挑みます。一番人気はもちろん
Hydro is in the outside paddock again. What is going on with the outside paddock today? I'm just gonna keep harping on it. Dragon also kind of towards the outside too.
11番タイキシャトル真っ向勝負に注目だ。
私が一番期待している馬娘、気合い入れてほしいですね。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。さあゲートが開いた。各馬娘
Good starts from both Taikis.
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
先行争いは16番タイキシャトル。
Let's see where they land as the pack settles here. Dragon currently in 5th, Hydro in 7th. Both still kind of on the outside of the pack. Ooh, progressive future activating for both as they push forward. Already halfway through this race. Oh, Dragon gets rushed. But that may have actually helped. Radiant Star Corner kind of still activating early for somebody. Speed Star activating for both. Oh no! One of them moved up to second. Is that gonna... Oh, right. That did not move her out of position for shooting for victory. Dragon in 3rd. Hydro in... Oh, Dragon now in 2nd. Hydro in 1st. They are very close. Head on and neck activating. Triumphant Falls. Come on, they're dueling. Who's taking this? Oh, man. That was so close. I think that might have been Hydro since it was on the outside. Yep. Position 16th. Winning by a head? Is that what I saw? Whoa, yep. Hydro maintains their boss position by barely ahead. Wow. I'm gonna save that. That was a great race. Wait, I don't need to save that. I have a recording. What am I talking about? That last skill really did save Hydro. That was a crazy close race. Oh, Ziddy. Ziddy with the old Tama. Speaking of Tama, we got our races coming up right now. Alright, so for Tama, we've got the Takarazuka Kinan. It's going to be a Hanshin turf, 2200 meters. Right good, spring, and sunny. Almost as if it was a repeat of the race we just watched. It's going to be Hydro versus Dragon. And again, they're both on the outer lanes. What is happening here? This is so strange. Let's take a look at Hydros first. They've got max speed, high power, and decent weight. They do have medium S as well, so they're going to be pretty fast. Top speed. For acceleration skills, they've got less bumps of iron, moving past and beyond. Slick Surge, which actually has a higher win rate than on your left, if the data is to be believed. And take the chance. On Dragon's side, they've got high speed, high power, and kind of low wit. For acceleration skills, they've got Nimble Nav on your left. And Radiant Star. Wait, did Hydro have that or no? They did not. Pretty good though. I've heard the skill isn't actually worth taking, but it's been working for me. So I'm continuing to take it. Maybe it's just cope. But if you win, right? How does that saying go? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although, I personally don't really believe in that too much. There's always room for improvement. Ooh, late start from Dragon here. The pack is starting to settle a bit. Hydro currently in 9th, oh, falling back to 11th as Dragon is in 12th. Nope, now falling back to 15th. Entering the beginning of the mid-race, both Tamas activate Fast and Furious. Wow. Looking at the top, oh, Hydro gets rushed. Let's see if they push forward in a meaningful way. There are quite a lot of pace and front runners in front of them. Wow. Yeah, Hydro is in 10th, Dragon is in 13th, but there's quite a big distance between the two, looking like maybe 3 full lengths? Maybe more. Hydro continues to push forward, and one of the Tamas is activating their unique. This unique looks so cool. Ooh, now the second Tama is activating their unique. Wow, man, that pushes them up so far, along with all these other skills, but dang. Hydro currently in 2nd, right before the late race. Late race hits now. Dragon is in 11th, Hydro in 2nd, Dragon is moving up. Hydro now in 1st. Will Dragon be able to catch up to them? Neither Uma has activated a single acceleration skill. Dragon is on the outside. They were in 5th. Maybe moving up to 3rd at this point. But I don't think they'll be able to cover the distance needed. Hydro is pretty far ahead. And with that, Hydro takes it with a 6-length lead. Quite unfortunate, no accelerations hit at all for either Uma. next we are gonna have City versus Fizzwiz. Man, I should keep a water bottle next to me whenever we do these. City Fizzwiz already. Cool. So we got Zitty versus Fizzwiz here. Let's take a look at what they got going on. Zitty's got high speed, high power, and high wit, along with medium S. For notable skills, we've got Moving Past and Beyond, Fast and Furious on your left, Tail 9, Radiant Star. Pretty solid suite of skills here. But the non-max speed may be a problem. We shall see. Fizzwiz does have max speed, high power, and decent wit. Actually, City having medium S might counterbalance the lack of max speed. Fizzwiz does have Let's Pump Some Iron, Moving Past and Beyond on your left. Yep, 3 acceleration skills here, pretty good ones. And they do have quite a good suite of mid-race skills. Killer Tunes and Fast and Furious should be quite strong. Could start from both Tamas. City currently in 12th and Fizzwiz in 11th, and now they've swapped. They enter the mid race. Let's see if both of them activate Fast and Furious at the same time like last time. Nope. Quite a lot of front runners and pace chasers in front of them, just like last time. And both Tamas kind of close to the rail, actually. That opens up the possibility that one of them, or maybe even both, might get blocked. You never know. Ooh, Fizzwiz pushing up. They are currently in 7th, while Zitty hangs back in 12th. White Lightning coming through for Fizzwiz. They've pushed their way forward to 2nd. Now they're going to be in 1st before the late race begins. Zitty currently at 11th. Wow. Like every single one of the gold skills just activated back to back for Fizzwiz. But Zitty is hitting all of their acceleration skills. Moving from 11th all the way up to 2nd. Barely any time at all. Let's see if Zitty can overtake or if Fizzwiz will maintain the lead. Ooh. Fizzwiz takes it. I think Zitty, maybe if you did have max speed, you would have been able to overtake there. Good point, Batia. Because of the way that these matches are set up, some of the skills that you normally wouldn't take for a CM do become pretty good. The NPCs here are just skill fodder in a way. Yeah, that is totally different. Yeah, so many NPCs, and it's just two player chain doings. Moving on to our semi-final match here. We've got Hydro versus, or not, yeah, Hydro versus Fizzwiz. Both on the outside again. Let's see, they've got 9 Umas in front of them. Not that that has really made much of a difference here. Taking a quick look at Hydro's Tama again. And then taking a quick look at Fizzwiz. Are we going to see another chain of mid-race skills activate? We'll find out. They are both on the outside. Ooh, and a late start for Hydro. But quickly recovering. Hydro currently in 11th, while Fizzwiz sits right in front of them at 10th. Look like they're side by side actually. I think I just saw the numbers swap for a moment. Wow, Fighting Spirit activating for both at the exact same time. Fizzwiz currently in the lead by about 1 length, although it looks like that distance is about to increase through sudden burst of speed. No skill is activated, so who knows where that came from. White Lightning coming through. I think that was for Fizzwiz. They're currently in 4th. Looks like they're about to move up to 1st again. Hydro is in 8th. Late race is beginning. Will any accelerations activate? It looks like perhaps not. Hydro currently in 5th, moving up to 4th now as they swing on the outside. Fizzwiz in 1st. Yeah, no activation from any of the acceleration skills. Fizzwiz is gonna take this one by quite a large lead here. Looks like 4 lengths. Not a single skill activated in the late race, right? Did I miss one? Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't see any skills activate. Are there any skills here that could activate? Not that many, actually. Alrighty. So Fizzwiz moves on to the finals, where they will face off against Hakuro, the current boss. The finals match for Tamamo Cross. Let's take a look once again at what FizzWiz has. Just a quick look through. So far in the 2 races that we've seen from them, at about the middle part of the mid race, we've seen them move up from the middle of the pack all the way to first through a very smart chaining of speed skills. For our current boss, we've got Hakuro's Tama. She's got max speed, high power, decent wit, and medium S. For notable skills, she's got Let's Pump Some Iron, Moving Fast and Beyond, Bark Roll of Victory, and Nimble Navigator. Ooh, using a pretty similar strategy here of pushing forward in the mid race with Fast and Furious killer tunes. And a couple of corner skills here. No Professor of Curvature though, so it may be a little bit weaker during the mid race. But she does have Bark Roll of Blessings, which should definitely activate. There's quite a lot of skills for that. Actually, I forget. It's a wit check, so it might not activate.
芝2218人の馬娘たちが挑みます。3番人気には12番、2番人気を紹介しましょう。三冠馬娘10番タマモクロス、スタンドに押しかけたファンの期待を一身に背負って、ここまで無敗三冠馬娘13番タマモクロス1番人気です。私が一番期待している馬娘、気合い入れてほしいですね。ゲートイン完了、出走の準備が整いました。さあ、ゲートが開いた。
Good start from both Tamas. Let's see where they settle. Pack is pretty spread out right now. FizzWiz currently in 10th with Hakuro in 11th. Distance between them isn't too huge, maybe about 1 length. Looks like Hakuro is starting to creep forward though. So, maybe more like half a length. Oh, nope. Progressive Curvature activates on FizzWiz, creating a bit of a lead. FizzWiz currently positioned on the outside of the pack as their Tama pushes forward, bit by bit. Not seeing the skills chained together quite like before, but I spoke too soon. As they start pushing up to 4th, let's see if White Lightning coming through is going to activate. I guess she's saving it for the late race. Moving Fast and Beyond activates for Hakuro. Nimble Nav also activating. She is catching up real fast to FizzWiz. I think she may overtake her on this corner. Yep, Hakuro currently in first. Bark Roll Blessings activates. The 2 Tamas are dueling, and FizzWiz, ooh, her Tama decided to move behind and then to the side, then move back behind. And with that, Hakuro's gonna take it. Not very many skills activated in that race compared to some of the previous ones. But Hakuro maintains their boss position, winning with a 1 1/4 length lead. You're safe, Hakuro. You're safe. Time for another nude. Alright, we've got the first of our 2 new Umas. We've got Eishin Flash here. She's going to be running on the Tennis Show Autumn, so Tokyo Turf 2000 meters, left, firm, fall, and cloudy. It's just going to be one race for her today. The Hydro versus Mihono. Let's see what we're working with here for Hydro. Let me fix something real quick on the stream. There we go. So Hydro here has max speed, high power, and high wit. I don't really know anything about Eishin Flash's unique ability here, and I don't actually know what's in her kit. I like her design and I like the team one, but I don't have her. I don't see many people running her either, so I don't know much about her. But both of our Eishins today are going to be ran as a pace chaser, and both of them actually. Hydra's here has angling and scheming along with shadow break, double left-handed firm course menace. She is pretty fast. A lot of green skills here. Head on and angling seem to be. Wait, corner acceleration? Wow. There's a lot to look at there. A lot to parse. Mihono here has max speed. Decently high power. Maybe not what people would say high. Maybe like decent power. And slightly low wit. She does have Duty of Dignity calls as well as angling and scheming. Alright, they both took the same approach here, taking angling and scheming on their pace Eishins. She does have Firm Course Menace, Spring Double Circle. Pretty strong mid game as well, with double medium corners and double style skills here. Risky business. Let's go. I love seeing the skill. I'm never gonna take this myself, but I like seeing it when other people take it. Let's see. Double left-handed here too, wow. Oh wow. No late start or rushing for her, or else it deactivates her skills. Oh wow. Should have been fall, not spring. No, you mixed her up with McQueen.
曇り空の下、東京レース場、芝2018人の馬娘たちが挑みます。人気と実力を兼ね備えた13番、今日は3番人気、
Silver Choo Choo.
2番人気を紹介しましょう。ここまで無敗、三冠馬娘
Bring
7番
back
エ
Great
イシンフラッシ
Choo
ュ。さあ、今日の主役はこの馬娘を置いて他にいない。秋の三冠馬娘11番エイシンフラッシュ、1番人気です。火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。ゲートイン完了、出走の準備が整いました。さあ、ゲートが開いた。
Good starts from both Eishins here.
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。先行争いは3番、5番、10番、期待通りの結果
Wow, they are really in the middle of the pack.
11番、エイシンフラッシュ。先頭をかけます。3番、5番、並んでくる5番、3番、2人の競り合いは続いている。
Hydro currently in 9th, while Mihono is in 5th.
さあ、花に立ったのは3番。 このままリードすることができるか。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは5番、9番、3番手、その外並んで10番、そしてその内を回って7番、エイシンフラッシュ。1馬審査、
Hydro moves forward just a bit after straightaway adapt activates. Mihono currently in 4th place. Hydro actually is moving up more and more. They're now in 6th place. Hydro now in 5th.
最後方からのレースになりました。意気揚々と先頭を行きます。3番、どうでしょうこの展開。かかってしまっているかもしれません。
Wow, the two are pretty close together. Duty of Dignity calls activates. Wow. A lot of skills are activating right here. The two are pretty close, but Mihono, actually Hydro, is pulling ahead. Currently in 1st.
勝利への歩みに一歩たりとも狂いなし。今こそジョージの時。
Unique activates for Mihono. Will this be enough to close the gap? Risky business! Activates. Oh, but it doesn't seem like it'll be enough. Hydra is holding a lead. Quite a decent lead too. Looks like Hydra won by maybe 2.5 lengths. 3 lengths. Alright. Congrats to Hydra. Good try, Hiromoto. No, Mihono, no. Alrighty, we've got our final set of races for today. It's gonna be Mejiro McQueen on the Tenno Spring. Let me know in the chat now if you guys want me to fast forward through certain parts of this. I may fast forward up to at least the middle of the mid race, since it is a very, very long race. So we've got Kyoto Turf, 3,200 meters. Gonna be right firm, spring, and sunny. Let's see what Bachi's got here. We've got max speed, high stamina, high power, and decent width. Front S. Are they built as a front runner? They are indeed. Got angling and scheming. Right hand single, spring runner single. Only one goal recovery skill, but I think that should be enough. Maybe? I think that's usually all I take. No, I normally take 2. Groundwork, dodging danger, center stage, early lead, Vanguard Spirit. Is this built into her kit? Wow. On the other side, we've got Fizz Wiz. They are running theirs as a pace chaser, right? No, as a late. Whoa, different approach here. They've got max speed, high stamina, decent power, kind of low wit, and late S. Late S, front S. Is that what I'm seeing? Wow. What an interesting first match here. We've got Sky High Tail Step. Nice. Let's pump some iron. Ooh, they've got 2 recovery skills here. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Let me check the chat real quick to see if anyone typed about pre-last corner. okay, I'll do 4x, or yeah, 4x up until the last corner. Ooh, late start coming out from Boccia here.
誰が先頭に抜け出
Boccia maintaining that first place. Fizzwiz sitting in the back in 12th. We're hitting the halfway point of the race now. Fizzwiz still hanging back. Swing and Maestro activates for both. And let's see what happens when the corner or the late race hits. Boccia in first, followed closely behind by an NPC. Fizzwiz currently in 12th. Nimble Navigator, and on your left activating for Fizzwiz. Angling and Scheming activating for Boccia. Fizzwiz moving up to 4th, now 3rd. Will they have enough speed to catch up? They are now in 2nd. Oh, there is a very large distance between these two. I only saw it for a split second, but it looked like 5 lengths of distance. Maybe? Duty of Dignity calls for both of them.
娘たちがどう動くか目が離せません
Oh, but you can see Fizzwiz is still creeping up closer and closer. Will they make it in time? Breath of Fresh Air activating for Fizzwiz, and Professor of Curvature activated for Boccia. Boccia seems to be maintaining the lead here. Doesn't look like Fizzwiz is going to be able to close the gap in time. Ooh, and the two finished closer than I expected. Boccia is going to take the first race with a 2.5 length lead. Very nice. Is Front McQueen going to win this whole series? We'll see. Next up, we've got Cough 3 and Hydro. You see, Cough is running their Mejiro McQueen as a pace, and Hydro is running theirs as a front. So we might get a front finals here if Hydro ends up winning. We'll see how that goes. Taking a look at Cough here. They've got max speed, high stamina, high wit, and decent power. They also have long S, so that's pretty good. The longer the track, the more beneficial having distance S is. Let's see what notable skills they've got here. They've got Nimble Navigator for Excel. And that's it. But they do have quite a decent amount of recovery skills. Calm and Collected, along with Corner Recovery, Hydrate, and Stamina Eater. I don't know if this will actually activate for her. She may be too far forward in the pack. I think this was really only suggested for end closers. Now moving over to Hydro, they are also running a front Mejiro McQueen. They have high speed, decent stamina, and then kind of low power weight. But they do have pretty high guts, considering. Let me take a look here. Yeah, wow. Are there any guts cards? Nope, just stamina cards. Hydro, what are you doing running this card? Doesn't this have no race bonus? Or maybe it only has 5, I don't know. Notable skills here, they have Victory Cheer and Break It Down. That's pretty good. They do have Swinging Maestro and let's see, Straightaway Acceleration. What the? Well, looks like Hydro's making up for their lack of max speed with a couple of speed greens, and they also have long S, so it really does balance out. Let me take a look at the chat real quick to see if Hydro said anything. Or Hydro's not even here. They're gone. Oh well. Leave a comment in the YouTube, under the YouTube video, if you even see this. Late start from Hydro, but they do move up to first. Let's see. Koff is currently in 10th. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me speed my way forward here. I'm just like watching them run, so it's just staring. Just mindlessly staring at them. Alright, we've reached... Oh, wow! Stamina Eater did activate. I don't actually think that's a good sign for Koff. But they're currently sitting in 10th place, and Hydro is sitting in 1st. I don't think I saw either of their golden recovery skills activate. Wow, Victory Cheer, Break It Down, Radiant Star all activating for Hydro here. I think Overwhelming Pressure may have been their skill as well. Ooh, Koff currently in 2nd, but there's quite a large distance between the two. Dignity calls for Hydro. There, I don't see Koff closing the distance here. It's just way too big. Unless Hydro gasses out? I don't think I saw Swinging Maestro activated for them earlier, but maybe they have enough stamina to make it. Yep, we don't even see another Uma on the screen right now. Ooh. Wow, that's quite a large distance between the two. 8 lengths? Maybe? Distance. Alright, it actually was a distance finish. Wow. So we're gonna have 2 front McQueens for the finals here. That's great. This is your time, Batya. Your front McQueen. Alrighty, last race of today. We've got 2 front Mejiro McQueens facing off to become the first boss. Let's do a quick review of these two. Batya here. Max speed, high stamina, high power, decent wit, and front us. They have angling and scheming as opposed to Victory Cheer on Hydros, but she does have groundwork, unlike Hydro. Hydro here Does not have max speed, but she does have long S to make up for that. I think the two of them both have right-handed and spring runner. Seems like their speed stats are pretty even. Actually, Hydro's may be slightly faster. Both are also only running a single gold recovery skill. I don't know. This might be the most interesting one. Then again, it is a long race, so you can usually tell who's gonna win. Oh wait, oh, I didn't let it play out. I was too excited to watch the race. I wanted to let it play out. Late start from Hydro. Batia in first, Hydro in second, but looks like Hydro's about to overtake. Yep. Spot struggle happening here. Batia currently in first, and Hydro's in third. Wow. A pretty big gap has developed between the two. Since this one's the finals, I will let the full race play out. I'll take this time to look at the chat actually. Ooh, yeah. Angling does activate kind of late on this one. The distance between the two is not too huge. Looks like only about a 1 length distance. There's this random NPC who's been keeping pace with the two McQueens this entire time. Batia currently in second, and oh no, Batia now in third, and Hydra in second, with this mystery NPC in first place. Alright, Hydro pushes up to first place. Batia currently sitting in third. I also think it would be really funny if the NPC won this. I think the only way that happens is if both McQueens gas out and Batia is in first or second. Alright, break it down. Victory cheer activate for Hydro. Angling scheming not going to activate for Batia here. Gap is slowly falling, but Batia also has higher power, so actually not falling behind. Slowly closing the gap here. It's really going to depend on which one of these McQueens can activate more speed skills at the end. Batia is very slowly closing the gap. Looks like a distance of about 3 to 4 lengths. Batia is on the outside though, so a slight disadvantage. Straightaway acceleration hitting for Hydro. Don't really think about it at this point. Ooh! Batia! No way! That was nuts. Right at the very end. Professor of Courage really helping oh wow. I'm honestly kind of speechless about that. Batia becomes the boss for Mejiro McQueen. Congrats! Wow. Where's that one sticking? Yeah, Miyamoto saved. Batia saved him. That was crazy. I can't believe that right at the end. Let me take a look. What happened here? It really was just Professor Curvature, huh? Let's do a replay of that real quick. Having higher power really did help a lot here, since you didn't have any since your angling didn't proc. Wow. What a finish.
祝福の喝采感謝いたします
That's true. Straightaway Excel was way too late to do anything, but I don't really know if it really mattered that it activated like at that point, you know? It would have needed to activate like way earlier to do anything. Wow. What a way to finish. What a way to finish. For the stream, thanks to everyone watching. We'll see you next time. And for everyone who's watching live, feel free to hang out.